Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today I join you with no makeup on because I wanted to share some products I completely forgot that I had. I was doing a little cleaning and rearranging over here last Sunday, and I came across this lip gloss from M Cosmetics that I did not even remember buying. I don't remember buying this, having it, using it, nothing. And I was like, there's got to be other products here. And just as I was cleaning around last week, I found several, not a full face, but a handful of products that I thought I decluttered, forgot buying. I don't even remember the product at all. And I did film this last week, but it was pretty much all first impressions because I don't remember the products, and it came out so bad. I'm just not good at first impressions. I'm just not good at them. So I'm refilming it today, which is better because I've been using the products more, so I can kind of give you more information rather than I don't know anything about it. So the gloss, this is the M Cosmetics, I don't know what the name of the gloss is, but the color just says Morning Dew on the bottom. I'm not gonna put this on. I cannot stand this lip gloss. It's very, very sticky, which is fine. I don't mind a sticky gloss, but it's so sticky that the corners of my mouth felt like they wouldn't open. And then my whole lips kept taking like an extra half a second to pull apart as I was talking through the whole video. I was like, it was just driving me absolutely nuts. I could not wait to wipe it off. So I'm not gonna put this on. It's just too sticky for me, which is weird because usually sticky glosses will last a long time, and that one sure does. But it sticks my lips together, and I just don't like it. So let's move on. That's the product that, you know, made me want to do a video like this. But I pulled out a primer from Milani. This one, it's the Chill Out Soothing Primer with oat extracts and ceramides, and it does say it is silicone free, and it's also a cooling primer. So this one I completely forgot. I try to put my stuff like organized, like I have all my concealers in one spot, setting sprays in one spot, foundations, like everything's organized in a category, but I do have this drawer thing right here that just gets full of stuff, and this was in there, and I was like, when have I even used that? I bought this sometime last year. I don't even remember. It looks like it's gonna have silicone in it, but it doesn't. It feels great on the skin actually, and it is cooling. It's weird. I wasn't expecting it to be cooling, and I really like this. And I have been using this all week, and I really like it. It's a really nice primer. It's not like sticky or tacky, but makeup goes on really nice on top of it. I feel like it does help with longevity, and it just feels really good to put a nice cooling effect primer on your skin. I like this. I like this a lot actually. I'm glad I rediscovered this. So next step, a concealer that I don't even remember buying, but I do remember owning this when it first came out. It's from Maybelline, and it's the Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. I remember when this came out, I bought it, I really liked it, but I don't remember what happened to it. It got old maybe. I really don't remember buying this again. But I have here the shade 20 Light. It is a squeeze tube, which is nice. And I just put too much. I was just gonna say I always use too much, and I just did it again. So I have been using this all week as under eye concealer, and it's so good. I can't believe it. I haven't used Tarte CC under eye corrector all week because this stuff is just so good, but I did get way too much, and I did it every day this week too. So I've been putting it here around my eyes. Oh, that's too much. Let me just put the rest on the back of my hand. And I've been taking it all the way out here and then just blending it with my finger. It dries down so nicely. It doesn't look thick or heavy. It's a really thin texture. It doesn't sink into fine lines. It doesn't it's weird, but it looks great. I cannot believe it. I kind of just used it because just to try it in that video that I did last week that I didn't put up. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I've been doing it every day. So I do one little layer like this, and I let it dry. Like I'm gonna go on with the other steps, and then I'll come back and do a little more here on this inner part just to give it a little more coverage. But it lasts all day long. It doesn't sink into fine lines. It doesn't break down. It doesn't look crepey or anything on these little fine ones I have out here. It just looks beautiful, and I really, really, really like it. Like I was shocked when I was trying this out. On how beautiful it looks. I think it looks great. And I'm sure some of you use this all the time, and I'm like late to the party. But it's wonderful. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this around because I don't have a foundation that I forgot about So I'm just gonna blend this in with my sponge real quick. Let me know how many of you out there use this all the time and have been buying it since it came out, because I think it's great. I can't believe it. It's wonderful. And it's very rare that I love a concealer under my eyes, because I'm very picky about the concealers under my eyes, but this one is so thin. It kind of reminds me of the Shiseido Synchro Skin one. It's really that thin, and it's just so great. I really, really like it. A powder that really just, I forgot I had this. I could swear I decluttered this, but it was in that drawer, this one down here that I had. I tend to just put stuff in there that I don't know where else to put it at the moment, and this has been in there since it came out. I remember getting it, I remember using it a couple times, and I thought I'm gonna do a comparison between this and my favorite powder, which is the Too Faced Multi-Use Complexion Powder. And I never did the video. I put the product away, never touched it again. But I have been using it all week, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. So I guess this counts as a foundation I forgot about, but I really just use this as a setting powder. It's so pretty, and it has some coverage to it. It looks really nice on the skin. It wears all day. I love it so much. It does have a fragrance. It smells exactly like the Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, like that kind of alcohol flower scent. It doesn't bother me too much. I do smell it throughout the day, but it's not that heavy. But I think it's kind of weird that it's even in there. But this powder is so lovely. I remember that the first time I had reused it last Sunday, I was thinking to myself like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So now I do want to do that video where to kind of compare them together. The Too Faced one, I mean, I really like it. It adds some coverage to my skin. It does mattify, but I don't think in a really flat way. I enjoy this powder so much. Really glad I rediscovered it. I don't have a bronzer that I forgot about, so I'm just gonna use a bronzer that I cannot believe I left out of my yearly favorites. I can't believe I forgot about it. It's the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I used the heck out of this bronzer last year, but I keep my bronzers in this drawer right here that I said collects all kinds of random things, and this one went all the way to the back, and I absolutely love it. So I'm out of sight, out of mind, and I completely forgot it was in there. But I love this bronzer. Really pretty, easy to use. You can't overdo it. You get the satisfaction of like putting your whole brush in there without it being too much. It's just really pretty. I think if you have a lighter skin tone, this would be really, really nice. All right, bronzer on. I didn't forget about this. Well, I guess I kind of did, but not in the way I forgot about all these other products. So a highlighter I have here from Laura Geller. It's not a highlighter, like it's not marketed as a highlighter. It's the Filter Finish Baked Radiance Setting Powder Universal. So I completely forgot I had this because I had this intention of doing a full face of Laura Geller because I have a lot of Laura Geller products. I put them all in a little bag and I was using them all week, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the video on this day. Didn't do the video, but I left all the products in that bag. And when I found it, when I was rearranging and cleaning up the other day, I found this and I was like, what the heck? I forgot I even had that. So this does say it's a setting powder, but for me, it's a highlighter. Like it's too reflective and it's just too much for my whole face. I definitely just think it's a highlighting powder on me. But it's really pretty. It's kind of, I don't want to say subtle as a highlighter, but I think on the whole face, it'll look like a little much. It's just really, really nice. Adds a really pretty glow to the skin. Obviously, I'm building it up. I think if you're probably setting your face, you might not be using it in this kind of a way. So maybe it won't be too shimmery, but I remember the time I had used this when I think I did a Laura Geller mystery box video, and I tried this on my whole face, and I think it was a little much, if I remember correctly. So I do like this just as a highlight. I think it's really, really pretty. Just adds a nice glow, especially because that powder kind of toned down my glow a little bit. This kind of brings a little bit back to it, and I really like it. I've been using it all week. I think it's lovely. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick, and then we'll talk about the eyeshadows and stuff that I completely forgot about. So I started doing my eyebrows. I completely skipped over blush, I forgot. But it's one that I'm not gonna use anyway. It's the RMS Beauty pressed powder blush in the shade Lost Angel. So I bought this because it was on clearance on Sephora's website, And I have tried a few other RMS Beauty products, the cream stuff, and I don't like anything. So I thought I would like that pressed blush a little better, but it's just so cool toned, which is okay, but it has a really gray, like, you know, that super gray silver undertone to it, and it's very obvious. I can handle a little bit of that in a product here and there, but if that's all that I see, it's not gonna work out. And all I could see was this big giant gray circle on my face, and I did not like it at all. So I'm not gonna put that on, although I did forget I had it. It's gonna go to Poshmark. It's just not for me. And while we're here, I wanna mention Drugstore month. I'm doing Drugstore month again this year. This is the 4th year that I've done it. If you're new to my channel, every February for the last couple of years, this is the 4th year, like I said, I do a video every single day, and it's only focused on drugstore products. So skincare, makeup, beauty products in general. And I'm getting so excited for it. I've been making my little plans, planning my videos, the schedule, all that kind of stuff. I have several ideas that I want to do. Of course, a lot of new stuff is going to be featured, and I have been purchasing a lot of the new stuff and trying it out, and I cannot wait to talk about it. I'm going to do the Dior and Shimmering Sands comparison. I want to do the L'Oreal and the Too Faced comparison. A lot of different videos coming out, but if you have any ideas or products you want me to feature, anything like that, it's drugstore only. Let me know in a comment. Let me know what you think, what you want to see. I would love to try to make that happen. So the eyeshadows I pulled out were these two. Oh, this one right here. Okay, so the eyeshadows that I forgot about. I have a lot of palettes, but I didn't have any that I was like, oh, where'd that come from? But I did have some singles. I did have some single eyeshadows that I thought, where the heck, when did I buy that, or where did that come from? And one of them was the Ulta Beauty Metallic Cream Eyeshadow. And I didn't like this, unfortunately, so I'm not going to use it today, which is kind of a bummer because I love Ulta Beauty brand. They came out with a new palette. I cannot wait to get it. I love those eyeshadow palettes from Ulta Beauty. I'm getting it. Anyway, this is the shade Jams Jam? I don't know. It has a really nice applicator, and it was really easy to spread all over my eyelid. Like, just the size of it and everything made it super easy. But it didn't stay on my eye, and it was driving me nuts. So it looks like a really pretty color, so I thought it would look really nice. But as I was putting it on, I was trying to blend it with my finger, but it kept just picking up on my finger, and it was like disappearing. And then I thought I'll get a brush and try to do it, but it kept doing the same thing. It just kept disappearing, and I kept looking at it like, is it gone, or is it just that reflective that I can't see it? But no, it wouldn't stay on my lid for nothing. It was really weird. So I'm not gonna use that today, but I do have another liquid eyeshadow that I completely forgot about from the Balm, and this is their Sparkling Lid-Quid eyeshadow. This is the shade Bellini. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag, actually. But I haven't used it since I discovered it the other day. I meant to, because I've been using all this other stuff all week, but I completely forgot again about this poor eyeshadow. So there it is. It looks like a really pretty color. Let's hope it's better than the Ulta one as far as blending goes and staying on the lid. I'm just gonna kind of get the wand and, you know, draw it all over my eyeball. So there's that eye right there. I like it. It's very, very sparkly, and I did get a little bit of sparkles out here. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on, maybe layer it up, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, there it is. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, because what I like to do with liquid eyeshadows usually is the liquid eyeshadow all over the lid, but in the crease and a little bit above, I like to put a powder just to kind of help it look a little more blended, I guess. I'm gonna let that dry, and I'll add a little bit of powder to it. But for mascara, I just bought this and I had already forgot about it. So Ulta during Christmas, like the holiday time, was putting a lot of their products on sale, and they did the Benefit Roller Lash for $10. So I bought one. I opened it and I put it in that drawer, never saw it again. And one of the things that I have to do when I buy new products, I have to keep them right here on this table and see them all the time and get used to them and learn about them and use them. Because if I put it away right away, I'm gonna completely forget that I even bought it, which is kind of bad, but you know what? It happens all the time. So I'm gonna just, you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna do this RMS blush. I think it might work well with this eyeshadow. Let's just try it out. So that worked out fine. I mean, it doesn't make me want to keep this just for this one use. It just happened to work out perfectly with what I was trying to do today. I used to keep all my mascaras in here in this little drawer, but I recently bought this little thingy and I put all of them in here now, and they kind of just sit on my table here, and I love it. So I get to keep all the mascaras right here. So now I see them all and I know what I have. But I'm gonna use this one. And yesterday, last Sunday when I filmed this video, it was the first time using this mascara, like literally a first impression. And I kept hitting my eye, not my eyeball, but like the lash line. I was hitting with all these bristles because they're just a little too long, and I'm not used to this mascara. You know, like when you get used to mascara and your mascara wand, you can do mascara really quickly. But this one, I kept feeling like I was about to poke my actual eyeball. But I have been using this all week. And in the initial video last week that I didn't like this mascara. I thought it looked weird. I thought my lashes were too long in some spots, and other spots it looked like there was nothing there. It just looked really weird. But now I love it. I think it's so good. It lengthens like crazy. It doesn't smudge, smear, transfer, flake, or anything. It's not too bad when it comes to removal. I think it's totally worth it for the finished look that I get from this mascara. I just love it so much. I'm glad I have opened it and rediscovered it. It is supposed to be a little bit curling, and I do notice that it does curl my eyelashes ever so slightly. I'm still getting used to the wand because I can still feel that it's touching my lash line, like scratching it almost. I'm just not used to this mascara yet, but I really, really like the effect a lot. It just makes my lashes look so long, like longer than usual. I can't get over it. I really, really like this mascara, and I'm glad I discovered it. I gotta wipe off my finger real quick. So that is it. Those are all the products I rediscovered, products I completely forgot about. As far as what I loved, what I ended up loving, the L'Oreal powder. I love the Master Conceal Concealer. I am so glad I rediscovered this. I think it's wonderful. Mascara, like I said, great. What else? Oh, the primer, the Milani primer. I really enjoy that. As far as the liquid eyeshadows, the Ulta one, I might use one more time, but I really didn't like it that time I used it. This one, I like. We'll see how it wears today because I haven't tried it out yet. We'll see how it wears, if it creases or anything, but if it doesn't crease at all, I will keep this. And then the Laura Geller powder. I don't know about keeping this just for a highlighter, but I do like the effect of it. I think it's really pretty, and I've been enjoying it, but I don't know if it's like my go-to highlighter, you know? But it was fun to rediscover that product anyway. But yeah, that is it. Those are all the products I have rediscovered. This was so fun. I want to do this at least like once a month, kind of rediscovering some products, because some things I think I use all the time and I never use them. But like these, I completely forgot I even had. But that is it. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as always, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.